Doesn't look like they can.
Doesn't look like they can.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Wow.
Let's go. We're
All right.
doing it.
All right. Well,
All right, well.
that's not going to work.
No, that doesn't work. There we
We're
go.
having a few technical difficulties, as you can tell. Bear with us. I'm not sure if they can hear me. They're not giving any indication that they can.
What about that laptop in the corner? Is that properly? Okay. Okay.
For a reason.
Your speakers need the off.
Looks like that was laptop.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just muted, you also have speakers.
All right. Can you all hear me yet? Wave if you're hearing me on the call. Nobody's waving.
Oh, yeah, they can. They can.
It's just very quiet.
Ah, Nick. Hello.
I'm very quiet.
That
All
was
right.
Jerry.
Can't hear you.
Okay.
It seems like it's working.
They can barely hear them.
Okay. Give it another try. Keep talking.
All right. So we're supposed to keep talking, which is not something I have trouble with. It's nice to see Kevin and Jerry and Mark and Nick Sumner, I know, is on the call, and we have Sally, call-in user 2, I believe is channel 5. We have Terry Fortner. There's another call-in. Can that person identify themselves? Do we have a member of the public with us today?
It could be Al Vorderbruggen.
Oh, it is Al Vorderbruggen, traveling in his vehicle yet again. All right, Al, you're the man on the move. And Fiona and Nick Hammond and Jason. Well, welcome to our first hybrid meeting, and only my second meeting on the dais, actually, even though I've been president for 2.5 years. All right, we are going to try this, and thank you for being patient with our technical difficulties. So I will call the Spokane Park Board meeting of Thursday, June 9th to order. And we have a pretty extensive consent agenda, but before we get to that, any additions or deletions to the agenda? Hearing none, any public comment? Hearing none, we will in fact move to the consent agenda. So Park Board members, you see 8 items on the consent agenda. Is there any Park Board member who would like one of those items removed for discussion? Hearing none, I will make a motion that all items on the consent agenda be approved as presented. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Bob. Any further
I'll second
discussion?
that.
Thank you, Sally. That's a second. Great. All those in favor say aye and wave.
Aye.
Opposed? The consent agenda passes as presented. Thank you. We have no special guests today, although we do have special people in the audience, but we will get to them. And Mark Buning, we have a financial report.
All right, thank you. Let me share my screen. Let's see. Where are we? Here we go. All right, let's see. Okay, can everybody see that fine and hear me okay?
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay, great. All right, we'll launch right into the May financial report. Again, nothing too earth-shaking this month. I'm going to reiterate a lot of things you probably have already heard, so I'm probably kind of starting to sound like a broken record. A couple of preliminary remarks that I've mentioned before. These current year financials are being compared to a budget based on a 2-year prior year average. And we know the last couple of years have been anything but typical. And we'll see here in the Park Fund, the 2022 actual expenditures and revenues will both be higher than the budget that we're being presented with. Of course, this reflects a much more typical year of parks activities this year. And particularly that we're seeing this in recreation and Riverfront Park as they resume a more normal activity and program levels, and also some catch up on maintenance activities and projects. And again, I've mentioned this before, I want to point out that the rapid inflation that we've all been enduring has had a noticeable impact on our level of expenditures, particularly on building materials, utilities, equipment, supplies, anything of that nature. So I keep those things in mind as we move along. And again, any questions or comments while I can click through this, please just interrupt and let me know. So here in our first slide, we see a comparison of our actual 2022 expenditures through April, again, compared to that historical average. And we see, of course, that that's quite a bit higher. But note that this $7.8 million does include the $1.3 million that was transferred to Fund 1950 for capital repair and replacement and our capital program. However, if that 1.3 is factored out, the actual operating expenditures were above that budgeted average by approximately 15%, or about $890,000, again, reflecting that greater level of program activities across the board in parks. If there's no questions or comments, we'll move on to the next slide. Here we see our year-to-date revenues compared to that historical average. And again, actual revenues exceed this budget average by about $824,000. And then just comparing to the prior year, our 2022 revenues exceed the 2020 revenues by about $723,000. So again, we've been open all year, all of our programs are up and running, so that's also reflected in our revenue levels. And then looking at our third slide here, we see a comparison of our year-to-date revenues to our year-to-date expenditures. We see that our total revenues exceed our total expenditures by about $678,000. Now again, if the $1.3 million capital transfer is factored out, the amount of revenues over expenditures is about $2 million. And if you're comparing to the same point in time last year, this is about $276,000 less. So again, our expenditures are a little bit higher, and our net revenues are slightly less than they are last year. But overall, very similar to the same point in time last year. Any questions or comments on the Park Fund before we move to the Golf Fund? All right, moving into the Golf Fund, we see that our year-to-date expenditures are slightly above the historical average, but very close. It's about 4% higher. Actual year-to-date expenditures are about $55,000 more than the same time last year. So there's been some controlling of costs in the Golf Fund, and I think some of our utility and water savings are being reflected this year also. So again, a little bit higher, but not significantly or not tremendously. Looking at our next slide, we see our actual total revenues are including, and this again, keep in mind the total revenues include the facility improvement fee, and they're above the historical budget by about $104,000. However, the total revenues are less than last year by about $110,000, reflecting that kind of rainy, wet spring we've all been enduring so far this year. And unfortunately, this weekend looks like it might be a little rainy too. So anyway, that's definitely being reflected in the golf revenues and activities. Looking at our third slide, we see the comparison of total revenues to total expenditures. we see our revenues exceed expenditures by about $800,000. Again, note that this does include the facility improvement fee revenues. And overall, the total year-to-date net revenues is about $165,000 less than the same time last year. And I also want to mention this isn't reflected in these financials. They'll be reflected next month's. We made our first installment payment on our first annual installment payment on our SIP loan in June, or first part of June here, in the amount of $268,000. And that's not reflected in these financials, but I just wanted to mention that, and those will be reflected in next month's financials. Any questions or comments about anything that was presented?
I'm impressed you can do the weather as well as the financials.
Yeah, I know. I watched the weather report. You know, I know this has an impact on the Gulf Fund. So,
Very nice.
but, all right, that concludes the financial report.
Thank you, Mark. You always make things accessible and digestible. I thank you for that.
Oh,
All
well,
right.
thank you. That's our goal.
All right, so we'll move forward. We do have a special action item. As many of you know, Christina Verhule joined us officially last month and, of course, took the month to go to the various committee meetings and decide which committees she would like to serve on. So we have committee assignments for her to approve. Christina has chosen the Development and Volunteer Committee, which she was already serving on as a volunteer. Urban Forestry, which is great. That committee needs more people. She's going to take my place on the Joint Arts Committee, so she will be a great new addition to that. And she happens to also serve on a task force looking at Expo and our celebration of that coming up. The three committees are DVC, Urban Forestry, and JAC. And so I would like to make a motion that those committees be approved for Christina Verhule. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Barb. Any discussion? Jerry, did I hear you trying to say something? No? All right. So we'll call for the question. All those in favor of those committee assignments for Christina signify by saying aye and raising your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Great.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, now Christina officially has work to do, as if she didn't before. So we're going to move then right into the committee reports, and the first is Urban Forestry, and I'm going to relieve Kevin Brownlee of his responsibility there simply because he didn't go to the last meeting. It was actually a field trip, and it was his birthday, and he was out of town. So I was there along with Christina and Katie Kosanke and Michael Schaefer, and I believe we had a woman from I think it was Beth, from the Citizen Advisory Committee who was with us and took a very nice tour of Finch Arboretum. It was not raining at that moment. Finch is looking beautiful, green. The trees are magnificent. We got a tour of the new lilac garden that's gone in, the site for the pollinator garden, and the Japanese maple garden that's going in, and we were entertained by numerous marmots as well as a few children and families. So I recommend Finch Arboretum to you if you haven't been there yet this year. It's a lovely green space, a good place to jog, picnic, read, or what have you. All right. The next urban forestry meeting will be either virtually and or by a WebEx on July 5th at 4:15. And we are moving our meetings to hybrid models. As you could tell, today was the first try, and it was a little jumpy at the beginning, but we'll get this, just like we've been able to accommodate all these other things. So moving on to golf. Jerry.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. As a group, we did not meet via WebEx. However, we did have one action item in reference to Downriver Golf Course, and that we moved through finance. So we are looking forward to July. Golf Committee will meet at 8 a.m., July 12th, and we will be Tribal Conference Room, first floor lobby of City Hall, and we will be meeting via WebEx, but yet some of us will be in person. So I look forward to meeting with golf in July. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. All right, now Kevin does get a chance to speak because he's subbing for Greta today with Land Committee.
The Land Committee met on June 1st, and along with the 3 items that the board dealt with on the consent agenda today, and the 2 action items we'll be dealing with in a couple of minutes, we had 3 discussion items as well. The first was a request for a letter of support from engineering regarding installation of pedestrian activated traffic controls. One's at Division and Everett. The other was at Nevada and Joseph for Franklin and Nevada Park, respectively. And because those would make crossings safer for park users, the committee didn't see any problem with that. That does fulfill the public hearing requirement for that project. So unless anyone on the board has concerns about it, it will just be finished as far as the board is concerned. Garrett will write a letter of support for engineering for use in that project. But if there's any concern about it, we can certainly revisit it. The second discussion item was about a sewer easement for a private parcel on the east side of Pettit Drive, which is Doomsday Hill. So it's on the bank on the right-hand side if you're going down the hill. And the owner has physical access from the property from the east side of his parcel, but a sewer connection would be to the west and would cross park-owned undeveloped property. And the easement would result in some revenue for the park department, and also importantly, there's an informal trail across that people use along, it's basically on the property line between his property and the park property. And the property owner is open to having an easement for public use of that trail if it does fall on his property. So once that easement is written up, as I understand it, once the easement is written up, it will come back to land, and then it will go to the park board for complete review. But the committee thought that seemed like a good project as well. And the third item was Andy Donnell from the Spokane River Forum gave an update on improved river access and signage within the city's core, which was very scenic. And that brings us to today's action items for land. And the first one is the Avista Conservation Easement on Beacon Hill, and Nick Hammond and Paul Knowles are going to cover that for us.
Thanks, Kevin. I'll actually turn it over to Paul. Paul has been a fantastic benefactor for the City of Spokane Parks, working and coordinating the acquisition of all the properties on the Make Beacon Hill, Beacon Hill area and the Make Beacon Hill Public Phase 1 project. This is the last piece of the acquisition puzzle for Make Beacon Hill Public Phase 1. So this is our chance to thank Paul, and really cool opportunity. So I'll turn it over to you, Paul.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Nick, for the introduction, and good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to share the screen with you here. And okay, we've got it up. So just a little recap and refresher on our Make Beacon Hill Public project. So back in 2020, Spokane County Parks partnered with City of Spokane Parks on applying for 2 grants from the Recreation and Conservation Office in the amount of $1.5 million to help acquire and preserve 250 acres in the Beacon Hill area. We were successful in getting those grants, and we have been successful in acquiring 160 acres to date that are now owned either by Spokane County or City of Spokane. And now, as Nick mentioned, we're in our final phase of this project in developing and recording conservation easements donated by Avista on Avista-owned property up there. And so far, we've completed one of those conservation easements on about 76 acres. Hopefully you can see my mouse hovering over that parcel. That was accepted by the Board of County Commissioners and recorded last month, actually at the end of April, excuse me. And we are right now focused on this last piece, which is 3 parcels owned by Avista totaling 12.3 acres. The conservation easement before you is identical, nearly identical to the county-held easement that was just recorded. Its term is in perpetuity, and it preserves public recreation and the natural value of the property. So basically, it will more or less function just like the rest of the Beacon Hill area by the public. So it also allows for assignment. So, you know, if there's certain aspects of the easement or the easement in total that the city believes it needs to assign, it can do so to a qualified party. And then there are no maintenance obligations associated with this property. And in fact, as you all know, the trail system up there, which includes 49 miles of trail, believe it or not, are maintained exclusively by volunteers through Evergreen Mountain Bike Alliance and other groups. So with that, does anybody have any questions?
If there are no questions, Jennifer, I'm going to lean on you. I have the wording for the motion for the John H. Shields Park, which was on Land Committee also.
All right.
So if you have the wording for this motion, I'd appreciate that.
So let's see. All right, would be the motion to approve Vista Corporation? Yes. Great.
I can share my screen there
That's
too,
all right.
Kevin,
I've got it.
if you want to
Got it. Thanks
off of
to
it.
both Pamela and Bob. The motion is to approve the Avista Corporation donated conservation easement at Beacon Hill at no cost to the Park Board or to Parks. That is the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
I'll second.
Okay, 2 seconds. That's great. Very official. Any further discussion or questions? All those in favor of the motion as stated signify by saying aye. Raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
All right, everybody chiming in. Opposed? Thank you. And my thanks to you, Paul. I know that you do a lot of work behind the scenes that, frankly, the public and certainly the Park Board have no idea of. And you have done a lot of good work here. You have really enabled us to add significant enrichment in this area, the whole Campsicani Beacon Hill area, for the public. And that is to your credit. Thank you for all of that hard work. All right. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you. The second action item is adoption of the Parks and Natural Lands Master Plan, and Nick is going to walk us through that.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. Sharing my screen. All right. So this is a pretty exciting day for the park planners in the room. This is the culmination of a couple of years worth of work, really heavy over the last 2021. So give you a brief overview on it without going into a tremendous amount of detail. This is a plan that was derived from the goals, feedback and desires really of the Spokane community that engaged us through this process. That was over 5,000 touches with individuals throughout our city, and it really is organized in 4 chapters: land, water, people, and legacy. There is a great video on our website, SpokaneParksMasterPlan.com, which in about 10 or 11 minutes will summarize the entire plan and its objectives. So we really encourage you and your constituents and friends to check that out and continue leaving feedback on this plan as we move forward. The plan is titled Preserve and Play. You see the legacy of Spokane Parks here in Liberty and Franklin Park from a long time ago, and you see some of the play that happens in our parks. Pickleball here, for example, out in our natural lands, playing in a number of dynamic ways, of course, disc golf as well. And we asked ourselves really what makes Spokane Parks special? And we heard, and through benchmarking and peer review and study, that it really is the spread of our neighborhood park system throughout the city that is our strength. If you look at the amount of land that we have compared to our comparable sized community, we actually own less land than a lot of other municipalities our size, but we have a much better distribution of that land throughout the city. You can see we have many more citizens within a 10-minute walk of a park, for example, than all of our benchmark communities. That's about 90% of our city, which is really a fantastic testament to the work done over the many years since the Olmsted Plan was produced. That's compared to a national average of about 55% of the community being within a 10-minute walk of a park. We have a number of sort of natural and botanical spaces, and of course, Riverfront Park being a major civic gathering and cultural gathering place. Our connection to our aquatics, our outdoor recreation opportunities, as well as our active sports programs, and our TRS program being a pretty special opportunity here in the city. And of course, Corbin Arts Center and a number of the artistic-related activities that are offered. We've recently finished this, right? And this has been the focus of our attention for many years. Riverfront Park is a spectacular venue. And we asked our citizens what we should do next. Really, how do we carry the momentum from Riverfront Park into the rest of our park system? And we heard a lot. We heard from over 3,300 open survey responses and over 26 different meetings. We got a lot of community ideas from everybody as young as these two here up to far older than myself. We heard that top tier community desires are really to invest in our neighborhood parks, our restrooms, our playgrounds, our soft surface trails, and our trailheads. We also heard that second tier desire being off-leash dog parks, fishing areas, skate parks, disc golf, and considering an indoor pool or access to an indoor pool. These are really the focus of what we've heard. We love what you've done at Riverfront. We want to see more activity in our neighborhood parks. These big toys that you see here from the 1980s, which are well beyond their lifespan. Of course, it's another image of Mini Ha Ha Park and the sport court here. We've heard a lot about we have the right parts and pieces in our park system. We just need to reinvest at some point to renovate and restore access to these locations. We also heard there was desire to have parks where there are not parks now, if that is on existing city land. And so that's another big public desire in certain portions of the city. And we're really pleased to say that we have a map now that can show, based on actual conservation potential and habitat preservation, in coordination with ecology and WDFW, other agencies, that we can prioritize where are the areas in our city which makes sense to acquire for conservation purposes. And that's really along our river corridors throughout the city. Guaranteeing additional habitat in those areas is a high priority. Since we don't just look at habitat for animals, we also look at it for ourselves. We really got interested in park equity and how we can best serve our historically underserved populations in this city. And so we put a tremendous amount of time and effort into developing social and environmental park equity zones. What map you see here, the darker the color, the higher the equity priority for these areas. And what this means is we now have a tool to be able to invest in areas that can have the greatest effect for people which are disadvantaged populations, which are socially vulnerable populations. We also heard general recreation desires throughout our communities. Where do we want dog parks, which is everywhere? And where do we see higher need for trails or sports complexes or therapeutic rec, for example? And each district in our city is different. And so you should see that reflect those different districts. We have that tool now. We put that to use in a number of parks, including Mini Ha Ha Park here. How would the goals of the master plan actually look if we did projects? And so we did 3 concepts, one in a new construction type condition at Meadowglen, one here for a renovation of Mini Ha Ha Park. They're just finishing up the touches on a renovation for Cowley Park as well, an urban pocket park experience. So what can we do better? That's really what this plan is about. Again, land, water, people, and legacy are all of the different chapters. We have a number of goals, objectives, and strategies within each of those. We'll not overview them today. You've had plenty of time to look at these. Just highlighting that really this plan is looking at establishing those goals, objectives, strategies, and then also establishing a matrix or a decision-making framework by which we can decide what is the most important to us. And it really comes down to those projects and programs which, when we take into account the benefits to park conditions, to the needs of the community, whether their location is equitable, and whether we have opportunity to fund them and with partnership, that's really the sweet spot for us to make our first investments using this plan. So we have a vision map that shows what that looks like here in terms of capital projects specifically. And again, that includes several new facilities on existing park-owned property and renovations to a number of facilities, and also identifies area where we need to acquire land, the Shiloh Hills neighborhood, for example, being one of the most important areas we need to acquire additional land for parks. So what have we been hearing since this has been out in the public? This is a word cloud showing you some of what we've heard from the park board, and we've also been hearing quite a bit from the general public. And right now, as of today, this is actually a couple days old, we heard that there's a level of 86% out of 100 is the level of support we're getting from those who've responded to our quick online survey of asking whether or not they support the plan. So there is definitely strong community support that we've heard thus far for this plan. We've made some last-minute revisions working with the Park Board Land Committee to one specific chapter of this plan discussing land holdings, potential partnerships, real estate acquisition and management. Those have all been included in what is in your packet. And so really, why are we ready to adopt? Well, we've completed our technical work. We've completed the substantial portion of our community input, and we are required to adopt this plan within every 6 years to stay compliant with the state for grant applications. We have a number pending now. So really, now that Riverfront's complete, this is a great living document for us to envision the next big investment in our park system, whether that be policy, capital, or operational change. Any further public input will be monitored through the end of this month, and we would bring that back to the Park Board if there was any substantial change that wanted to come out of that public input for a minor amendment to this document. We haven't heard anything substantial as of yet other than, hey, we like this, but we are going to continue to actively monitor this plan. It's really important, I think, that we understand that this plan is a living document and will continue to change over time, and that prioritization matrix will allow us to do that. So that's my overview of the plan, and this is the resolution language that you see here that we would be asking the Park Board to adopt the plan and then also ask that Park staff continue to monitor this plan for future potential update and begin implementing some of its recommendations. Any questions or comments?
Well, thank you, Nick. That's a really good overview and a lot of work. Again, on behalf of our staff, our consultants, everyone, thank you to the public for participating in that process. Kevin, do you want to make the motion?
I will make a motion. I move to approve the resolution adopting the 2022 Parks and Recreation, Parks and Land Master Plan.
I'll second that.
All right. Any further discussion?
Okay, I will call for the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. The next Land Committee meeting will be on July 6th at 3:30.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Obviously, you slide into the chair position very easily. Okay. Sally, Recreation. I know they didn't meet, but would you like to say a few words?
No, we did not meet, but I do want to give a shout out to the rec team for their amazing work on the summer activity guide. It's in print. I don't know that it's in home yet, but they've done a beautiful job. Amazing variety of programs. So please take a few minutes to look through this guide and applaud the team for just amazing job. Was there a question? Oh. So that's all I have. Our next meeting will be by WebEx on July 6th at 5:15.
Great. Thank you. All right. And now we have the Riverfront Park Committee. Nick Sumner.
All right. We do have an action item concerning the Riverfront Dog Park naming. I think John is going to speak to us about that.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I will speak to it a little bit. It's a very brief update. So we've had the privilege of working with our friends at the Spokane Humane Society, and as you are aware, they have come forward and pledged $250,000 for naming rights of our future dog park. So we have worked with them over the last month or so to come up with a name, and today I would like to present that name to you. The name is Spokane Humane Society Paw Park, and that would be the name, the suggested recommend name for our new park. We would work with them in designing the appropriate signage to make sure that the Paw Park and their brand is properly recognized within the facility.
Yeah. Is it paw or paws, John?
Paw, as in one paw.
One paw. All right. Well, there were several possibilities, so I had to ask. Okay. Sorry, back to you, Nick, for obvious reasons.
It's too funny. All right. Well, I would like to make a motion to accept the name of the dog park for Riverfront as the Spokane Humane Society Paw Park.
I'll second that, Nick.
Yeah, double seconds.
We have a second. Any questions or comments?
Yeah, Nick, this is Barb. The $250,000, is
Hearing
that,
none.
Oh, hang on, Nick. Barb was talking. Question?
the $250,000, is that a one-time only, or is
I
that
heard her.
for 5 years or 10 years, or?
It's one time and it's already in the bank
I-
as far as in the campaign. So the money's in the bank.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
All right. Okay, Nick.
All right. Any other comments, questions? All right. Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye. Raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. We had another action item, but that was in our consent agenda. And other than that, we got an update from Barry Ellison on the Stepwell project and the Seeking Place project. Go ahead and look at your minutes from our meeting, get some more information about that. John presented the May operations report, and our next meeting is set for 4 p.m. July 11th at Pavilion Conference Room and or via WebEx.
All right. Thank you, Nick. Okay, Mr. Anderson, I presume, Finance Committee.
I believe it's me next. The Finance Committee met Tuesday, June 7th at 3 p.m. It was a hybrid in-person WebEx meeting. Finance had 2 action items that were approved and passed forward as part of the consent agenda. Both action items were extensions of current projects: the fleet replacement with Enterprise by Jason Connolly and a downriver Gulf change order by Nick Hammond. Mark Bunig presented the May and year-to-date 2022 financial reports. No significant changes were reported as revenue and expenses followed year-to-date activity. A presentation on Parks water usage by Nick Hammond illustrated a significant reduction in year-to-date water usage, primarily due to the cooler, rainy weather that we've had. So see, there was a bright side even to that. The meeting was adjourned at 3:39 p.m., and the next finance meeting is scheduled for July 12th at 3 p.m., also as a hybrid meeting.
Great. Thank you. And why don't you slide right into the Development and Volunteer Committee?
Okay, the DVC met Wednesday, May 18th at 3 p.m. as a hybrid, also in person and WebEx. Garrett Jones and Rick Romero provided an overview of Expo Plus 50 initiative. In addition to the 2024 50-year celebration, a comprehensive plan focused on developing the Spokane River as a community unifier instead of a boundary was focus of their presentation. The Expo Plus 50 Partnership Group already includes representatives from numerous essential entities that were listed in the May DVC minutes. I won't give them all here. If you want to interested, please take a look at that. This group views the 2024 activities as not only a celebration of the 50th year, but as a partnership to unify the Spokane community while shaping its future through development of our river. Members of the DVCAC were also in attendance at this meeting, which provided them with an introduction to how their groups can be involved. Monthly progress reports from the Expo Plus 50 group will be provided at future DVC and the DVCAC meetings. Kelly Brown, our DVC member and CAC chair, will provide an update on CAC activities.
All right, here she is.
Right now.
What do you,
We had our CAC meeting on May 26th, and Fiona provided a really great draft for a toolkit for Friends of groups to use, or other interested groups in supporting their parks. And like Bob said, we provided an update of Garrett and Rick's presentation of Expo 50.
Thank you, Kelly. So the DVC was adjourned at 3:42 p.m., and the next DVC meeting is Wednesday, July 15th at 3 p.m., and that also will be a hybrid.
Thank you, Bob. All right, my president's report is pretty short today. First of all, I want to say that this is, as far as we know, Pamela Clark's last in-person meeting here, and I have to say that without Pamela, we simply wouldn't be able to function. She keeps the park board running. She keeps things organized behind the scenes. Any of you out there who have administrative assistants, wives, know how these things are behind the scenes. Without the people behind the scenes, you just simply can't do your jobs. And she has been an indispensable member of this team for how many years?
7 years.
All right, 6 or 7 years. Anyway, we just wouldn't be the same without her, and we're going to miss her very much. She's moving towards retirement. I will have a few more, I think, hybrid meetings with her and all that sort of thing. But Pamela, you're indispensable. Thank you. I love you. So as you can tell, we are moving towards a hybrid model for our meetings, and this does provide extra access to the public. I know not everybody is technological, not everybody is happy with computers and all of that sort of thing, and so we will once again be partly in person, and if you need to make comments, you can come in person to your park board meetings once again in council chambers. We'll look forward to seeing you. At the same time, as you can see from the master plan, when we reinvest in our parks, we reinvest in the public spaces that make our city a great place to live. So I would encourage any member of the public to look on our website for volunteer activities, for finding a way to make a positive impact in our parks. Use our parks, the more positive activity in them, the better off they are. And please join us in this as we move forward. We are looking forward to getting out in the neighborhoods. Having said that, I will move on to Conservation Futures. Nick, do you have any updates for us as a liaison? I'm not sure Nick is on.
I have no updates at this time.
All right, thank you, Nick. How about the Parks Foundation, Barb Ritchie? And I know that Terry Fortner's here as well.
Thank God Terry's here. Hi, Terry. I wish you were here in person. Do you have something to share?
Well, much like Pamela, this is my last official park board meeting.
Well, and I'm glad you shared with the community, because I didn't want to be the one to share with the community. But from the bottom of my heart and the park board, we just wanted to say thank you for your leadership with the Parks Foundation, and we wish you the best of luck. And we will see you in the community for sure. All of the support that you've given, not only Parks and Recreation, but the city and the community that you live in. And we couldn't give you better well wishes than to go off and do great things. So thank you, Terry, very much.
Terry will be in the community.
It has truly been a pleasure. Thank you.
And since Terry's leaving, apparently I am no longer on the Parks Foundation board, because we haven't had a meeting either. So no, so we might have an update around, the dog park, which we did already, and fundraising for the 50th Expo celebration. So other than that, maybe we'll meet next month without Terry. So thank you, everybody, for your support.
Thank you, Terry. Also,
If I could just...
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to be sure that everyone understands that Yvonne Trudeau, who is our just fantastic development director, we have been working tirelessly and seamlessly to ensure a smooth transition into her leadership role as the interim executive director. So I am trusting that I am leaving the Parks Foundation in very good and capable hands. And of course, I'm not leaving the community, so you'll, unfortunately or fortunately, get to see more of me.
Thank you, Terry.
So, Terry, I just wanted to say thank you, too. You've always been such a cheery face and such a positive speaker about everything the Parks Foundation is doing. I know that Spokane will benefit from your work in another capacity. I won't say what that is, because that's not mine to say, but I think your next leap forward is a great one, and look forward to hearing how all that goes. So, moving on to City Council, I don't believe Councilmember Bingle is with us today. I don't see him up on the screen. So, I guess we'll move on to our director, Garrett Jones.
Well, thank you, President Ogden, and it's nice to be here in a hybrid. And speaking of hybrid meetings, I can't thank Pamela, Karen, and Chris enough for the behind-the-scenes support as far as the technology and trying to get these meetings run together, find conference rooms that have technology, looking at some more accommodated locations in the future. Can't thank you guys enough for your support and help behind the scenes. And Pamela, this isn't the end. There is going to be surprises later, in July, but I like surprises and secrets, so you're just going to have to stay tuned for that. Also, really want to thank Terry again for the foundation support. A lot of meetings, a lot of dialogue, but at the end of the day, it's for the benefit of the community and the benefit of our recreational programs and the campaign around Riverfront Park. So I just appreciate as we've learned together and implementing these projects, and again, you have left it in a better place moving forward, so I thank you for all your support. And I do think it's a time to celebrate with the master plan. This has been a labor of love for a very long time. We were underway, COVID hit, and then we had to pause, and we came back. Can't thank the staff and the board enough for this great document. This really does set the standard for the future, not only for Parks and Recreation, but I would just say for plans in general. And I can't thank the citizens enough. It's because of the citizens that we get the results that we have today, because this was a citizen-driven plan. Without the citizens and the input, we wouldn't have the plan and the outcomes that we have today. So steps moving forward, we'll work on that implementation plan, a funding mechanism and packages to review, and then also we'll be reviewing and taking it to City Council as well for their support through resolution as adoption as we look at future opportunities. We want to have every branch of government be on the same page and have that support. Also, it's budget season, my favorite season. And so July's coming quickly, so the Park Board will see our budget priorities come through in July for 2023. We'll also be sending out our preliminary budget projections to all our department heads here in the next couple of weeks to start working on their baseline budgets as well. So it puts us in a good financial position for budget adoption in October. And also want to thank City Council just on Monday approved an additional $750,000 to go towards the Don Cardong Bridge, which that now for federal funds is $2.95 million towards that bridge project. So what does that mean for us? Now we're able to take some of our park fund dollars, put it towards Wild Horse Park in the playground, Liberty Park playground, Corbin Park Sports Court, Franklin Pathways, the Safe Routes to School program, and then also the 50% build out of an automated irrigation system at Coeur d'Alene Park. So that is great news there. Also, Sally mentioned this, but please take a look at our summer guide. A lot of great packed programs in there, from hiking tours or rafting to golf lessons to pickleball, cornhole, therapeutic recreation. And also it's this time of year, so June 20th, our aquatic centers are opening up for open swim. The majority of our splash pads are open currently. We still have a couple that are offline until school gets out because our teachers don't really appreciate a bunch of wet kids that come in after recess, so those will come online once school is out. So looking forward to that. And then also our river shuttle service and kayak rentals will start July 2nd. And then in Riverfront, looking forward to July 4th celebration, bringing fireworks back down to Riverfront Park. And then also with an event around the Spokane Symphony and having another celebration there. So it'll be a jam-packed weekend for the July 4th. Riverfront Eats is back on Tuesday. We have free carousel rides on June 18th, sponsored by TDS Fiber. Story time at the carousel will start again for 2 to 5-year-olds. Riverfront Moves is coming back, historic walking tours. So for more information, go to our calendar of events at riverfrontspokane.org. And then this Saturday, rain or shine, and it will be warm, even though it is raining, the Friends of Manitou Art Festival. I believe we have about 70 to 80 vendors that'll be there, entertainment, activities, art, music, food, It's going to be great. So it'll be this Saturday, June 11th, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. For more information, go to thefriendsofmanitou.org. And with that, that is the end of my report.
That's a lot to say. Thank you, Garrett. I have to say, Garrett is just such a diplomat. He is so good about going to city council and saying, look, if you make us pay for all these bridge repairs, we'll have no money to go into our parks. And we're so grateful for the partnership with the city council. They have come to our aid this year in multiple ways. And so because of that, we are going to be able to get out there in our neighborhoods. And we're excited about that. So thank you, everybody. If there is nothing else for the good of the order, anything else, Park Board members, staff, then I will adjourn the meeting at 4:22. And I get to use my gavel one more time. Thank you, everyone.
Nicely done.